Good morning, dear friends. Hi, this is Dr. Royal Edward Williams, Faculty of Economics from Sacred Heart College. Today, I'm going to discuss about environmental economics. All right, economics is a major domain in the Indian economy as well as in the global economy. And when we talk about the environmental economics is a branch of economics that studies the relationship between the economy and the environment. It focuses on how economic activities and policies affect natural resource, pollutions, ecological system, and how this environmental factor in turn influence human welfare and economic performance. This discipline seeks to achieve a sustained development, a balance between economic growth, environmental protections, and social equities. In modern policy framework, environmental economics plays a crucial role in addressing global challenges such as climate change, biodiversity loss, deforestation, and resource depletions. It also provide analytical tool for valuing environmental goods and formulating efficient policy for managing them. We will discuss about the meaning and definitions of environment economics. Of course, the environment economics is defined as a study of econo- the study of how economic activities and policy impact the environment and how economic instrument can be used to manage environmental problem in an efficient manner. According to Colster in 2000, the environmental economics examine how economic activities and policy affects the environment in which we live and how the environment in turn influence the economy. According to Turner in 1990s, he stated that it is a study of interrelationship between the economy and environment aiming at sustainable management of a natural resource. Of course, it is an essential and it is a science of managing scarce environmental resource to meet present needs without compromising the needs of future generation. And when we talk about the scope of environmental economics, the scope of environment economics extend to all the area where the economy interact with natural environment. Its major dimensions include the following parameters such as um, economic of natural resource use, valuation of environmental goods and service, pollution control abatement, market failure and externalities, sustainable development and policy design, uh, climate change economics, environmental policy instrument, cost benefit analysis of environmental project, international and development agents aspect, right? We will see in details. When we talk about the economics of natural resource use, and this natural resource can be categorized into renewable and non-renewable resource. Of course, the renewable resource can be used in an efficient manner, where this resource will be like solar energy, wind energy, those resource. This resource will be renewed in nature. And when we talk about the non-renewable resource, it indicates about the fossil fuel and petroleum product and so on, right? And once we use this resource, once this resource is been exhausted in the environment, this cannot be reproduced, or this cannot be renewable. Of course, this will happen, but it will take many million years, and we will not be there, right? And when we talk about the valuation of environmental goods and service, like cost benefit analysis, contingent valuation method, hedonic price method, travel cost method, all these methods, cost benefit analysis can be used can be used by all the industries output, and at what extent the industry is using natural resource, and at what level they are contaminating, or they are creating a social cost on the society, right? All this can be studied, right? And when we talk about the pollution control and abatement, here we use the environmental economic instrument. And when we talk about the market failure and externalities, and here in the market failure, externality can be categorized into positive externality and negative externalities, right? And when the system is taking an efficient effort to manage the issues or to address the damage, it indicates the positive externalities. Otherwise, if the institution is not taking, if the private concern, a private party institution is not taking any effort to correct the damage, means then we call as a negative externalities. Market failure means when they fail to manage, when they fail to in the governance system, in operating all the economic activities or controlling over the natural resource, that may lead to a market failure. And with these externalities, the solution for internalizing can be addressed. When we talk about the sustainable development and policy design, in this concept, in this dimension, in this dimension, we can also highlight about the green GDP, macroeconomic integration with other component or other parameters. When we talk about the climate change economics, and here again we can integrate with the cost benefit analysis of climate actions, how the climate action is been deviated from past, with reference to elevation in the economic activities of the economy, and pertaining to this, how far the governance, how far the institution is coming forward with the policy focus, and the policy, how the policy is addressing to minimize this climate change, or how this policy plays a pivotal role in stabilizing this damage, in um, or in climate actions, right? And when we talk about this environmental policy instrument, this environmental policy instrument plays a pivotal role, like CAC, nothing but command and control measures, plays a vital role, and market-based instrument, we call as a MBI, and voluntary and information tools. All this plays a crucial role in the head of environmental policy instrument. In cost benefit analysis of environmental project, when we talk about this one, it indicates about the inclusion of an environmental value, discounting and intergenerational equities. And when we talk about the international and developmental agencies, development aspect, here it address it can be emphasized through global common and transboundary pollutions and development equities. Right, and this environmental economics plays a pivotal role in the purview of economic understanding, and where economic cost can be estimated. Economic cost can be estimated in terms of damage level, and in terms of economic elevations. Cost benefit can also be calculated. Thank you, dear viewers, and kindly support us. Thank you, and we will meet in the next session.